Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So ETH is coming down, follows at the moment the primary scenario. Again, I can only repeat that my preferred scenario is still that we have topped here in the B wave, in the white wave count, and that we now see the C wave to the downside in this C wave of wave 2. Still the preferred scenario. Seems like this is getting confirmed more and more. I also shared with you a more direct bullish breakout scenario. It's worth to have a more bullish scenario. However, this will become less likely below 2,236. It will become invalidated below 2,184. And it is not my preferred scenario, as I mentioned. Yeah? In I think the first video earlier today, we already saw a bit of a reaction. But throughout the day, I also shared on Telegram and Discord that we likely either see a lower wave 2 due to the corrective nature of this increase, or yeah, basically my preferred C wave. So I shared with you also in the previous video that this area is the first one that is going to be relevant for my preferred scenario. 2,191 is going to be one level, and then 2047. So I will watch for potential reactions in this area because the C wave could already form a low in this area. That might be, in the more optimistic case, just a drawdown of around 4.5%, possibly down to 10%. Below that level, possible as well. It would not invalidate my overall assumption that we're in a wave 2. This is actually the ideal support area for a wave 2, but due to the mess that we've seen here, I just don't want, I don't want to give you the impression the wave C needs to get into this area. It absolutely doesn't, it doesn't need to. If this is a flat structure, the C wave might not go below the white box. It's just something you need to consider. It's not the easiest market to look for absolute precision at the moment. Okay, so we have to give it a bit of space to take it level by level. But yeah, below the yellow box, the white count will be confirmed further. Looking at the potential microstructure for the white scenario, I think it's reasonable to assume that if this is the white scenario, that we already have seen a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 rally, wave 3 might be unfolding right now, then there could be a 4 and 5. So it's not, much more that needs to happen here. Maybe we've seen maybe 30 to 40% of that third wave, of that C wave. And it could go still a little lower, obviously. In terms of Fibonacci projections, the third wave, ideal targets, sort of between 2,231 and 2,186. Just sort of an idea for that third wave. Then a fourth and a fifth should send us into the white box. And then we have to assess the situation as soon as ETH has arrived there. Quick commentary again about the yellow count, which again is a reasonable alternative, but there were a few issues that I pointed out in my first video today, which clarified why this is not my primary scenario, because the wave 1 to the upside, if it was one, was only a 3-wave move, at least a very questionable 5-wave move only. The other problem is that the length of this wave and this wave is basically the same. Therefore, it creates a very much corrective looking ABC structure. So that's how we use the Elliott Waves to figure out which scenario is more probable. But also the yellow one hasn't been invalidated. And the way this is going at the moment in the crypto market, you see those surprise bounces all the time. So just don't be surprised by them. We have clear support levels. The yellow count is not invalidated. In fact, it's just sort of doing what it's supposed to be doing again. And we haven't even broken below the yellow support box. But as I said, the white count is still the preferred scenario. And I will keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.